he's been out for her.
That girl has information on her body and she needs to disappear.
And next Monday, one tattoo will lead them straight into the lion's den.
Who are you?
Director of the CIA.
What is this place?
This place doesn't exist.
You want to start a war with me?
Stand down.
New Blind Spot, next Monday on NBC, and get the NBC app.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Clive Owen drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Overseas tonight, Turkey's prime minister says that authorities are close to identifying one of the suicide bombers who carried out deadly blasts at a peace rally in Ankara over the weekend. NBC's Richard Engel reports tonight from Istanbul.
There have been funerals and demonstrations here today in Turkey as the death toll has risen to at least 97 killed in this weekend's attack. The government says that an investigation is underway, that it was almost certainly two male suicide bombers who attacked a peace rally in Ankara. Many of the victims were students, were people from trade unions, were Kurdish nationalists. They'd come to call for more democracy in this country. They'd come to ask the government to stop fighting a war against a Kurdish nationalist group. And as they were gathering by the Ankara train station, these two almost simultaneous explosions tore through the crowds. More than 200 people were injured. There are many accusations now. The opposition parties who were attacked in that rally are accusing the government. They are saying that the government of President Erdogan, of his prime minister, either allowed this attack to happen, or the more conspiratorial minded of the accusations are that the government was directly behind it. There are key elections coming up in Turkey in just 3 weeks. The government, of course, denies that it was involved, that these attacks were in any way politically motivated, but there is a lot of anger here, a lot of finger pointing, and a lot of grief. Richard Engel, NBC News, Istanbul.
While the Turkish government reports the death toll as 97 so far, rally organizers say the number is even higher. They're claiming 128 dead. It is the deadliest bomb attack in Turkish history. Back in the United States, it's been a difficult and for many an emotional first day back as students return to the Oregon Community College that was the scene of a massacre just 11 days before. Hundreds lining the road back to Umpqua Community College to welcome the students back, while college and state leaders promise help for those affected by the attack for as long as it's needed. Many in that community still in a state of shock and disbelief after a former student burst into a classroom and opened fire. 9 people were killed, 9 more injured. As police moved in, that gunman turned his gun on himself. College administrators say that support teams will remain on campus, and many in Roseburg say they will do whatever they can to help their town and these students. South Carolina is in full recovery mode after historic flooding that killed 19 people last week. Governor Nikki Haley saying today it will not take years for the state to come out of this disaster, assuring residents that response teams are working fast to help find housing for displaced residents and to remove mounds of debris. Some 300 people are still occupying relief shelters across the state. Governor Haley also saying that FEMA has approved more than $13 million in immediate disaster assistance. More developments could be taking place in the Rapid City area. NewsCenter1's Caroline Patrikas tonight says the proposed $50 million President's Plaza is back in the spotlight again, this time for good.
It's been nearly 10 years since the idea came about of taking this piece of property on the corner of 6th and St. Joseph Street and transforming it into what's being called President's Plaza. Now, the ideas of moving that project forward are back in conversation on Monday. This is a picture of President's Plaza, a project that's been in the works since 2006. It's an 89,000 square foot building that includes mixed-use commercial and office space, something the mayor says Rapid City needs.
Specifically, downtown Rapid City needs to move forward and keep improving the downtown corridor.
But the project holds history that caused delays and controversy.
My job today is to make that crystal clear. We've never wanted any public funds, and there were never going to be any public funds that went towards the private building. The TIF was always 100% allocated to the parking, but all that got muddied and it wasn't clearly understood, even though it was clearly in the agreements. So now we believe this is a very simple and straightforward solution.
Now the mayor is coming forward announcing his proposal to split the projects.
So it seems it's a time for a clean break and a clean project and start moving things forward instead of being stagnant.
Eliminating partnership between private companies and the city of Rapid City. The split would mean the city holds responsibility for the proposed $5 million parking garage.
Obviously, we can't build what potentially could be the largest building in Rapids history without parking. So we have to work with the city to see how that's going to go.
And it's a move the mayor says will expedite the process, making this a reality.
We really believe the last 45 days have been the most productive meetings we've had with the city in the last several years. We are very excited to move forward, and we really believe more than ever that this project is going to happen.
Premier Properties says they feel ready. Allender now plans to bring the proposal forward to City Council. Caroline Patrikis, NewsCenter1.
$2.8 million for the parking garage was set aside in 2008. The Rapid City Council is expected to discuss that project within the next month and continue moving forward. If approved by the City Council, construction could start as early as July of 2016. An early morning fire proving that even a water park is not safe from flames. Around 6:30 this morning, the roof of the Ramkota Water Park catching fire when the Rapid City Fire Department arrived on scene. Flames visible on the roof. The heating and ventilation unit on fire. Firefighters were able to quickly extinguish those flames. The fire was contained to the water park, but some parts of the hotel were evacuated as a precaution. There were no civilian or firefighter injuries to report. Volunteers with the Red Cross here in Rapid City being deployed this morning to the Standing Rock Reservation. They're supporting feeding operations for responders that are battling wildfires there. Tribal Emergency Management Elliott Ward says several hay bales caught fire north of Cannonball on Saturday night, and the flames quickly spread into town yesterday when winds gusted up to 60 miles per hour. All 875 residents evacuated after power poles were knocked down. So far, there have been no reports of injury, but the flames burned at least 2 homes and a church.
We have 2 volunteers that have left here, and we have 1 volunteer in Standing Rock already on the reservation that's going to respond out, start providing canteening services, and in the event there is some homes that are lost, we'll be there to support those families that have lost their homes.
High winds across North Dakota pose challenges as well for firefighting crews battling that blaze. And Wyoming also battling a massive fire that started in Casper yesterday. This just a photograph to show you the extent of the smoke and how it limited visibility for drivers along the roadway there. Wyoming Highway Patrol troopers from 7 different areas, as well as the Natrona County Sheriff's Office, helping to evacuate hundreds of residents from that area as the fire spread through Evansville and into parts of Converse County. An accident this afternoon in Rapid City turning into a 3-vehicle collision. Only minor injuries to report at the intersection of Deadwood Avenue and North Plaza Drive. That accident happening just after 2 o'clock. Ambulances ready on scene, but thankfully no one needed transported to the hospital. The Rapid City Police Department saying this is most likely the result of simple traffic error. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And as we start another week of trade, last week, of course, we saw dramatic gains for the major indexes. The markets, the recipient of some tailwinds in the form of higher energy prices, higher crude oil prices, buoying both the financial and petroleum sectors in the markets last week. The Dow Jones picking up where we left off, up 47 points today, 17,132. The Nasdaq Composite up 8 to 48.39. The S&P up 3 to 2017, and gold dropping $1.60 today to $1,162.90 on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggu joining us. Winds a little bit later today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
but after yesterday,
yeah,
hurricane force winds.
No kidding.
We could hardly do worse. So.
As I mentioned to you, I was on I-90, and as soon as I crossed the Missouri River, I saw the dust cloud just to the northwest, and here it comes, man.
Yeah.
We had a heck of a time just keeping the car on the road when that hit.
Well, it could have been dust, or it might have been flying trash can lids,
too.
My
goodness.
Sure.
I mean,
a lot of those that were blown around.
And we had those winds today. We expect to see some winds tomorrow, but not as strong as what we've had over the last couple of days. I think we have to wait till Wednesday before these winds really begin to lay down. Let's look at some of the high temperatures across the Black Hills today. There you see them. Spearfish, a little bit chilly, not bad though, 64. Custer, 63. Up there in Buffalo, 66. Out at Ellsworth, 68 degrees. And we'll see these temperatures a little warmer tomorrow. and Wednesday as well.
All right. We'll get more details coming up in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Hey moms, has your husband been debolded? Rebold your man with Papa Murphy's new Buffalo Chicken Pizza, featuring a bold taste of Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Home bake a large for just $11. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Corey's Tire Factory Auto Service Centers don't make tires, but they do buy tires factory direct to save you money. Top brands like Goodyear, Michelin, and Bridgestone. And they service what you drive. You see, Corey's Tire Factory is locally owned, so there's no corporate fine print. Trust what you love to Corey's Tire Factory to fix those squeaks, leaks, clicks, clacks, lines, or whines the first time, every time. Guaranteed. Need tires or service? Go to Corey's Tire Factory, 1036 Campbell Street, Rapid City, and 1909 Fifth Avenue in Belle Fourche.
Hi, I'm Ashley Berry.
And I'm Jade Berry from Someone's in the Kitchen in Rapid City.
We got started here 3 years ago. We always have loved it, and we decided that it would be a great opportunity for us.
Pioneer Bank was a natural fit for our business.
They help us with everything in our personal life and our professional life. Jim at Pioneer Bank has always been super honest with us, very helpful. We can call him anytime with any questions.
It's stress-free banking with Pioneer Bank and Trust. Pioneer Bank and Trust is local.
It's the jewelry event of 2015. Presidential Pawn is way overstocked, and we'd rather sell it than melt it. Rings, pendants, earrings, bracelets, thousands of items store-wide. Not 20%, not 50%, but 100% of our fine jewelry will be sold at half price. Half price. During this unprecedented one-week sale. Christmas is coming. What an opportunity. Mark your calendar. Don't miss out on this rare event. October 19th through the 24th. All jewelry 50% off. Only at the legendary Presidential Pawn in downtown Rapid City.
A car gives you freedom, room to grow, and in time, room to grow up. Your dream car evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
The new Legend Steakhouse at the historic Franklin Hotel.
Well, there is no better place to spend Native American Day than at Crazy Horse Memorial, the monument hosting its annual Native American Day celebration. Activities including a program featuring cultural leaders, prayers, a Native American dance performance, and the announcement of the Crazy Horse Memorial Educator of the Year. That award honors an individual who has made significant contributions to Native American education, and it includes a $1,000 grant to the recipient's school library or to student programs of his or her choice. Meantime, more celebrations here in Rapid City to honor the day. The Journey Museum and Learning Center holding family activities. Participants could learn how Native tribes tracked the winter season, along with a hands-on activity with how all parts of the buffalo were used by the tribes. There was also a short film on how Native Americans looked at the stars. Although today is a day to recognize Native American culture, the Journey Museum celebrates that every day.
Well, one of our challenges here at the Journey Museum is, as I've mentioned, is to not just look at the past, but also look into the future. And as an example, we did a learning forum on Sunday where we talked about the 1868 Fort Laramie Treaty and what is its implications today in 2015. This is a real example of how culturally we still have a lot of conversations going on.
And if you missed today's celebrations, you can visit the Journey anytime to learn about Native American culture. And of course, the centerpiece of the Plains tribes culture would be the American bison. Now, Arizona officials are embarking on an effort to help conserve the American bison, and South Dakota wants to be right in the thick of that. The Game and Fish Department says its state leaders recently signed an agreement with federal Interior Department leaders to establish a bison herd with genetic lineage from the Wind Cave National Park herd right here in western South Dakota. The new herd is to be established in a state-owned wildlife area in northern Arizona. According to the Game and Fish Department, establishment of the herd is part of a national effort to conserve bison lineages that have high genetic purity, genetic diversity, and rare bison genes. Well, another breezy day around the hills, as we've noted with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio already. But we can look forward to plenty of sunshine throughout the week. Bob's full forecast coming up next, right here on News Center 1.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Black Hills Insurance Agency is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Discounts at Great Cutters. No way, hippie. Nope, only on Thursdays. Not in my house. Discounts at the Man Salon. Yeah. You get a haircut, shampoo, hot towel, and neck and shoulder massage, all for only $16. The Man Salon. Supporting heroes and poor college kids since 2008.
It's the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. 7 years no interest is back for 7 days only. You'll find entire room groups for as low as $39 a month. Relaxing and inviting living rooms, beautifully crafted dining rooms, stylish and cozy bedrooms, and our top-of-the-line mattresses. All at our best financing offer of the year. 7 years no interest. Don't miss the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. Hurry, sale ends Thursday.
Shining, wheels rolling, rivers flowing, it's mind-blowing. We're roaming Wyoming.
Visit WyomingTourism.org for a whole calendar of fun summer events.
Lean & Sons is dedicated to our employees, customers, community, and families.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is News Center 1, weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, let me start off by saying tomorrow will be near perfect. And I'm saying near perfect because it's going to be a little bit breezy tomorrow. But Wednesday, perfect. 72, 73, sunny skies, winds will be laying down. Wednesday, perfect. Tomorrow, near perfect. All right, here are all the details. Today, 69, 50 was the high, 52 the low temperature, 7:03 sun up, 6:14 sun will be going down. Out at the airport, clear skies. Clear skies right now, 45 is that the temperature. A little bit windy today. We had a maximum wind gust of 45. The winds are generally out of the west right now at 5, so the winds have laid down a little bit. High temperatures, let me get all the way out of the way here. 78 in Raleigh. Who do I not ever speak of here? Louisville, 82. Miami, 88. I don't talk about Miami very much. Who else we got? El Paso, 87. And Sacramento, 93. California, they've been suffering. There's a number of communities reached the triple digits today in California. It's just been hot. Nothing really going on. Look at this. Clear all over the place with the exception of the Great Lakes. Got some showers there. Here's the cold front. You can see that. You can see the colder air underrunning the warm, moist air, and then that's triggering those showers you're seeing there from Pennsylvania all the way down to Mississippi. But elsewhere, plenty of sunshine. And that's the way it's going to be tomorrow. There's a cold front pushing those showers further to the east, all up and down the East Coast. More rain over the eastern half of the Great Lakes. But the Midwest, high pressure. The Plain States, high pressure. The Rockies, high. Back the west of the Rockies, high. The West Coast, high pressure. A lot of sunshine tomorrow. This is tomorrow. And Wednesday, it just gets even better. It gets even better. The rain pushes off into the Atlantic, and everywhere in the country is going to have a lot of sunshine on Wednesday, and that includes us. Wind gusts. All right, we have to deal with the wind. We live in South Dakota. Come on, folks. If you live here for more than 2 days, you know it's windy in the state. And you can see 53 in the capital, 51 mile per hour Aberdeen. Up there in North Dakota, they had the winds too. 63 Bismarck. 44 Omaha, 36 down in Lincoln. Tomorrow, a little bit breezy, not as strong as today. And near perfect, I said, for tomorrow because of the winds. Okay, we'll have winds generally in the teens, maybe a gust at 25 miles an hour. And then Wednesday, you can see the winds really lie down nicely. Single digits as far as those winds are concerned on Wednesday. Temperatures, these are the high temperatures of today, 77 in Lincoln. A lot of that is the heat from the fans that went to the game on Saturday. They're still boiling over because of that loss, so there's still some residual heat down in Lincoln. 73 Scottsdale, 72 Sheridan, 74 in Billings. And you compare those temperatures to yesterday's temperatures, much cooler generally over much of the northern plains, as you can see. And tomorrow we'll warm things up. Let's get those temperatures back up into the 70s for us. And you can see a lot of 70s over West River. Still some residual 60s, upper 60s over East River. And then on Wednesday, our temperatures will hold in the 70s in our part of the state. As a matter of fact, out west, temperatures in the 70s. Very nice conditions on Wednesday. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills for tomorrow. Now, lots of sunshine, 68 Spearfish, 67 Custer. Elsewhere, Hill City 67, Deadwood 67, Bellevue 70, as well as Sturgis. They can expect a high temperature tomorrow, 70 degrees with lots of sunshine. 40 degrees tonight. It's going to be a little bit chilly, folks. Winds out of the northwest around 5 to 15. And tomorrow, 72, sunny and mild. Northwesterly winds 10 to 20, gusts 30. And tomorrow evening, what do we have going for us there? Clear and cool, light winds, winds out of the west at around 5 to 10. 7-day forecast, 72 on Wednesday, 57 Thursday, 59 on Friday. So cooler temperatures Thursday and Friday, but plenty of sunshine right on through the rest of the week into the weekend. So the next couple of days, as I said, near perfect. Tuesday, perfect on Wednesday. ClickBigDeals.com, get a Putz and Glow family 4-pack for only $19. Typically, that's a $39 deal, so you got about a 52% savings. Well, tonight we're cooking up some sweet treats with nature's candy. Master Gardener Joe Hilberry is talking beets in tonight's Botanical Pantry, brought to you by True Green. Again, welcome to Botanical Pantry. I'm Bob Riggio. With me is Joe Hilberry, Master Gardener, and we're in Joe's kitchen. We're going to be talking about pickled beets. And before we do that, all the recipes that Joe's talking about and Mel will be talking about, we'll have those on our website. All right, Joe, pickled beets, what do we need to do here?
Well, first you take the beets. You can use big ones or small ones, and you boil them until you can stick a fork through them and they're soft. Okay. Then you can slice them or dice them, or if you use little beets, then you can just leave them whole. Mm-hmm. Then you place them into a bottle like this. These are sliced, and you make a brine. And the brine consists of 1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of water, and a ½ cup of sugar, 3 or 4 cinnamon sticks, and 5 or 6 whole cloves. Bring that to a boil, pour over your beets, put them in the refrigerator for 3 or 4 days, and they're ready to eat.
And then, but you also mentioned these beets back here. You keep using the brine year after year.
Well, not year after year, but month after month.
Month after month. Okay.
Right. I made these in July, and you can see I've been eating them. Now I'll just slice them in there, put some more brine on top to make sure it's rounded up, and in 3 days I can start eating beets again.
All right, you talked about down in Australia.
Right. I was at a cookout in Australia, and they said, you know, the Americans don't serve you beetroot with your hamburgers. So since then, I've been putting sliced pickled beets on my hamburgers.
And how does that taste? Pretty well, I bet.
Right. You don't need a pickle. You got all the pickle. You got pickled beets.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Joe. All right. Join us next week on Botanical Pantry.
From small to tall, we do it all at Loftus Dental, 4004 Jackson Boulevard.
I'm a fan of fan conventions.
I'm a fan of releasing tension.
I'm a fan of this plateau.
I'm a fan of things that go.
I'm a fan of things that shred.
And when it comes to sandwiches,
I'm a fan of ciabatta bread. I'm a fan of DQ.
I'm a fan of DQ bakes.
3 new artisan-style sandwiches like the chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta, chicken mozzarella on focaccia, and the turkey BLT served hot out of our new ovens only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Focaccia.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
You're not alone. Yours is the spirit of 10,000 years. When tomorrow darkens, share your fear, share your pain. Your brothers and sisters will lift you up on the shoulders of your ancestors. No, you're not alone. Speak out, and together we can reach the sky.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
The 2014-2015 season was a tale of two halves for the Rapid City Rush. Last November, the Rush suffered a franchise record 8-game losing streak, but the Rush bounced back during the second half of the season, winning 23 out of 36 games and moving from last place to second place in the Central Division. And now with the new season set to start in just 4 days, the team is both excited and nervous. The Rapid City Rush are gearing up for their 8th season overall and 2nd in the ECHL. This year's roster features several new players along with some key returning starters, including Cody Ferrio. He had 45 points in 39 games last season. Although Rapid City lost 2 preseason games to Colorado this past weekend, Rush assistant coach Mark DeSantis says those games helped answer a lot of questions about the team.
We just wanted to get them into some drills and get that hockey win back. So. But, you know, we're going to see Colorado a lot, so the first game was kind of a feeling out process. We knew what to expect the next night against them, and I thought we played pretty good. You know, we could have had a few more goals, I thought, and if we got a couple goals early, could have changed the whole outcome of the game. But all in all, it was a good outcome for us.
A new season means a few changes for Rapid City. This past summer, the Rush signed a 1-year affiliation agreement with the NHL's Arizona Coyotes. Plus, Rapid City will be in a new division this year, which presents a new set of challenges.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, the Rush haven't seen a lot of these teams yet, and it's going to be an interesting duo for a lot of the games, and especially with some home and homes mixed in there, it's going to be a little different. It's just going to be something we're going to have to work through.
We're in a tough division this year and some unfamiliar opponents, of course, so it may take us a bit to learn their tendencies, but that's not going to change what we try to do on a nightly basis. So we're going to try and play the way we know how to play every night, and outcome should take care of itself.
And the Rush kick off the season this Friday on the road against the Idaho Steelheads. Rapid City will then host the Colorado Eagles on Friday, October 23rd. Well, tonight was Game 3 in the NL Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. This is the first postseason matchup between these rivals, even though they have been playing each other since 1892. Today was the first playoff game at Wrigley Field in 7 years. Top of the 4th inning comes with a 1-0 lead, an 0-2 count for Johnny Peralta. He ropes a liner off the wall in left field. Stephen Piscotty scores easily, and we're tied at 1 apiece. Bottom of the 5th now with it tied at 2. Chris Bryant, the likely Rookie of the Year, shows off his power, a 2-run shot deep to left field, and the Cubs go up 4-2 at that point. In fact, the Cubs set a new franchise record with 6 home runs today. Dexter Fowler hitting that 6th homer in the 8th inning, and the Cubs knock off the Cardinals 8-6 to take a 2-1 series lead. Also in the NLDS, the Mets have a huge lead over the Dodgers, 13-7 in the ninth inning. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. Over in the American League, the Royals rallied with 5 runs in the 8th inning to beat Houston today 9-6 and force a decisive Game 5 on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays also forced a deciding Game 5 with an 8-4 victory over the Texas Rangers. And finally in the NFL, Le'Veon Bell scored on a 1-yard run as time expired as Pittsburgh shocked the San Diego Chargers tonight 24-20. And that does it for sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
During truck season at your local Ford stores, you can get an amazing deal on America's best-selling trucks. And behind the wheel of a Ford truck, things just get done. The work finished. Your cargo safe. The trip taken. The time to buy today. Now during truck season, get up to $95.61 in total savings on America's best-selling trucks for 38 years. Ford F-Series. Hurry in and save at your local Ford stores.
Sweet new Subaru, huh, Mitch? Yep. You're selling the Mitchmobile? Man, we had a lot of good times in this baby. What your dad want for it? Like $150 grand. You're not gonna tell your dad about the time my hamster had babies in the back seat, are you? That's just normal wear and tear, dude.
Subaru has the highest resale value of any brand, according to Kelley Blue Book. And Mitch. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Stop in and see us at Courtesy Subaru or at courtesysubaru.com and check one out today.
History comes alive in Deadwood, and history meets comfort at the Hotel by Gold Dust. Deadwood's newest and most unique hotel, located in the heart of Deadwood. The comfort and convenience of the Hotel by Gold Dust is yours to enjoy. And the best restaurant in Deadwood is only steps away at Mavericks, where you'll find great steaks and cocktails in the all-new Gold Dust Casino, located on Deadwood's historic Main Street. Make plans now to stay at the Hotel by Gold Dust, Deadwood's newest and most unique hotel.
Hi, I'm Ashley Berry.
And I'm Jade Berry from Someone's in the Kitchen in Rapid City.
We really appreciate that Pioneer Bank and Trust is local because we're a local business and so are they. So they're great with communication, customer service. You never worry that you're going to run into a problem that they can't solve.
With Pioneer Bank and Trust, we can walk in and it feels like you're actually talking to a family friend.
Pioneer Bank really understands the way that retail works, the way that business flows. It's nice to have that kind of a partnership.
Pioneer Bank and Trust is local.
So I got a chuckle, Bob, out of your mention of Lincoln, Nebraska, and some of the heat that could be kind of the residual after the loss.
Yeah.
You and I are both, as it turns out this year, suffering Cornhusker fans. And man, what do you say about a season like this? This is something else.
I know.
New coach, nice guy.
I wish
everybody wants him to do so well.
And I mentioned this to Shad. I wish I had a hard time trying to find the coach during that game. You know. Bo, you know exactly where Bo is. He's out there. He's talking to those refs.
Yeah,
he's chewing them out. He's getting his.
He was on SportsCenter with pixels over his mouth.
Oh my goodness!
I remember that too.
I know, but this guy, he
talk about polar opposites.
I don't know. I think the jury is still out on this coach. He made some decisions that, in my opinion, I'm not an expert. Pretty questionable.
You wonder if there's any win left on the old schedule. Maybe Purdue, but if they play down to their competition, Purdue could get them at the end, just like Illinois and just like the team did on Saturday. So we'll see what happens. But your Cubs are doing well.
My Cubs are 2-1, one more, and they move on.
It's the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. 7 years no interest is back for 7 days only. You'll find entire room groups for as low as $39 a month. Don't miss the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. Hurry, sale ends Thursday.
If you know about smoke rings and fat caps and burnt ends and marbling and flavor-producing properties of real hickory wood burned for at least 13 hours at less than 300 degrees, then we don't need to tell you much about this, other than where to eat it. Arby's, we have the meats.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
Menards has all the appliances you need to update your home. And right now, all major kitchen appliances are on sale, including this Whirlpool 5-cycle dishwasher. It has 5 automatic cycle settings and cleans dishes in half the time. $399. Make an impression with Schrock kitchen cabinets. They're expertly crafted to stand the test of time and backed by a limited lifetime warranty. Trademark cabinets are 12% off. Plus, receive a free sink base with qualifying purchase.
Save big money at Menards.
Now's the time to upgrade to a better night's sleep at a great price from Denver Mattress. Check out the Aspen King mattress on the Ergo 330 adjustable base. Through Thursday, it's just $42 a month with 7 years no interest. Now at Denver Mattress.